Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and the eBay drought still going.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana. I have a day job. I work at a radio station, and then when I get off of work is when I can go to thrift stores. I can go to estate sales, stuff like that. I find things that I think are priced too low, and then I sell them for a profit online. And it's been a lot of fun, and I like doing this channel to try and teach you the things I pick up, the things I sell, tips that I learn along the way. And we've been doing what sold videos here in the last little bit, and like yesterday, not a lot sold. You know, at least yesterday we had a high dollar sale in there, so that kind of made up for it a little bit. You know, a fewer things sold, but one really nice flip in there. Today, mostly crickets, you know, and like we talked about, eBay is up and down. We had a ridiculously good weekend, and then the last couple of days have been slow. You know, that's just how it is. You just got to ride it out. Now, I haven't been listing a ton, and I'm sure that's part of it. You know, you've got to list, you've got to feed the beast, and I haven't been listing a lot. So I'm sure I'm seeing a little bit the result of that, but I've still been listing. It's just, you know, sometimes it happens. So here, what we're going to do is show you the things I sold. It's not going to take very long. The first one here is definitely a brand you want to look out for. This is a Bolo brand. It's Kuhl, Kuhl. They make outdoor gear. Their stuff sells very, very well. And this I picked up here pretty recently. I think we talked about it in a video, in a thrift haul, actually. I paid, I think it was $3 for this at Goodwill, and it sold for $33.49 plus shipping. This shipped out in a padded flat rate envelope. Then I sold this vintage Pokemon Charizard figure. He shoots the stuff out of his mouth there and out of the tail. It's a cool little figure. And I got this in a Whatnot auction in a bundle of Pokemon stuff. So I'm probably $6 into it. I don't know, $5, $6, something like that. And it sold for $30. It took an offer, $30 plus shipping. Then we sold this 5 Nights at Freddy's plush. Not quite as good as our previous 5-night sale. This a retail arbitrage pickup. I think I paid $3.98 or $4.98 at Walmart for these. And I actually sent out an offer on this one when things are kind of slow. I mean, I send out offers anyway, but I send out more offers, and I'm a little bit more aggressive in the offers that I send out just to try to speed things along. So this one I did send out an offer on a retail arbitrage item, and it did come back as a sale, $20.68, I believe it was the sale. And so it cuts down on margins a little bit. It's free shipping. So I make $8 or $9 profit right in there. So not bad. It's a quantity listing. I had 7 or 8 of them, and one of them will sell randomly here and there. And so we make easy money on that. And then the last thing that's sold, at least to this point, is this Motor Max aircraft carrier. Really cool die-cast piece. This another offer that I sent out. It was right up at about $15. I sent out an offer of $13.99 plus shipping, and they took it. And that's it. I didn't want it to be, you know, a 3-minute video. We're trying to keep them short, but not quite that short. So I thought I would at least show you something that I sourced today. Here you go. Here's the listing. I actually haven't listed it yet at this point, but I'm going to tonight. Richard Simmons found a couple of DVDs, Sweating to the Oldies 2, and then another one. Richard Simmons, weirdly, some of his stuff sells very well, and it was half off media today at Goodwill. So, you know, I paid $1.50 for each of these, so I'm $3 in. You know, I don't think it's going to be a huge flip, but I wanted to find something that I could list, and this fit the bill. So that's what I did pull out of Goodwill today. And then I have listed a few things. I thought, you know what, let me show you what I listed today. It's been busy. I haven't had time to list a whole lot. So I grabbed a pile of very small, very easy to list items. And that way I could push through and get a few of them up. Even if they're not high dollar, there's activity in the store and it sees that I'm listing. So that's what I was shooting for. Though the first thing that I'll show you here, right here, I posted this on Facebook. It doesn't have a good sales history, this sort of item on eBay. So I put it on Facebook on one of the local groups. It's a little video poker display, really cool piece. I think somebody's going to snag it. I just had to pick a price. So I went with $40. I might take an offer of 20. I don't know, because I don't have to ship it. So we'll see. It's just a cool item that I thought, you know what, I'll throw it on Facebook and I'll see what happens. But I did list a few things on eBay as well. Check these out. I have told you before, you can sell empty boxes on eBay. They sell very well, some of them for quite a bit of money. And these, not a lot of money. These are eyeglass cases from Prada and Versace, but they will sell. They do sell, and I'll get a few bucks out of them. And guess what? Gum. Yeah, gum sells on eBay. Not a big money maker here. I actually bought this off of a Whatnot auction from a friend. I think I ended up paying $5 for this, something like that. And so I'm not going to make a ton of profit, but it was supporting another reseller on Whatnot. And actually, we will make a few dollars profit. This actually has a really good sell-through rate. Gum. And then ear pods. These sell very well. If you find these at garage sales, a lot of times people have their own, or they get a new phone and it comes with a new set. They don't want them, whatever. You can pick them up for like $1 a lot of times at garage sales. These things do sell pretty well. I ought to get $10 for those pretty quickly. And then blank media. Blank media will sell as well. Blank cassette tapes will sell. Now, just the basic, average, boring cassette tapes, they don't sell particularly well. There are some tapes that sell for super high dollar, actually. You want the ones that are high bias. You want the ones that are a little bit more professional. And I had a couple of them that I think fit the bill. They're not high dollar, but check it out. We listed some TDK. This is in a set of 2. Then I listed a single TDK. That one should do pretty well. And then one from BASF. That one also a single, and that one has a pretty good sell-through as well. So if you see blank media, a lot of times it's cheap, pick it up. The other thing you can do with it is if you pick up, and I have a couple more, and I have a few cassette players that I have yet to test, and I'll list them at some point. You can put cassette tapes with an old tape recorder and put that in the listing. It helps you stand out from some of the other listings that might just have the recorder. Same thing with VCRs. You can take, if you have a VCR, see if you can get the AV cables for it. My thrift stores here, you can get them for really cheap. So if you don't have any, go buy a set of the AV cables, include that in your listing, and then also include a new blank VHS tape. You know, again, there's not a lot of actual added value there, right? Like, really, I mean, that person probably isn't even going to use that blank tape, but it sets you apart. It gives the buyer a feeling of, wow, I'm actually getting a little bit more with this one than I am with that one. So, you know, it's something to think about. One other thing that you could do if you really wanted to set it apart and you want to take the time and spend the ink, a lot of times you can get online, you can find the manuals for these things, for VCRs in particular, DVD, VHS combo, whatever it is. You can find a PDF version of the manual online. Print that out, and then you can include that in the listing as well and say, hey, it includes a copy of the original manual. Just something to set you apart from the crowd. So that's what I got for you today, guys. Again, it's a short one, but that's what we're working on, is doing shorter videos. We do have another Whatnot auction coming up this afternoon, set for 5 p.m. Eastern. I decided to do a random figure lot. So we got some My Little Ponies. Of course, we got Captain America there. Grabbed, I think, 4 wrestling figures over here. An old Buddy L from the 1980s. Cool Batman bank. A Steppenwolf back there. Another tall Batman. We've got some cool stuff. There's Clayface, an old California raisin. There's all sorts of cool stuff in there, I think. So it'll be fun. We've got a couple dozen figures that ought to go about 45 minutes. If you want, stop by and say, hey, you might get a good deal. Find something that you like. My information is underneath there for Whatnot. It's MTN_MAN. So I appreciate you guys. I'm going to let you go.